What's going on, all you gamers? Here we are back with some more of the Ascent, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can use your fast travel in order to kind of get back and forth if you're bored of walking. So if you're finding it a bit of a chore and it's taking you too long to get around in the Ascent, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon? I'll bring you all the latest and greatest in content, hints, tips, guides and builds, and just some fun gameplay of all the latest games. But for now, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to spend an absolute age wandering back and forth from location to location. That can take a long, tedious time sometimes, especially if your next quest is like 1200, 1500 meters away. You can spend a good fair few minutes just walking around trying to get there. If you're dying in the process as well, it can make things an absolute chore. Now, there's a good way around that, and in the Ascent, that is fast travel. Now, there's a tooltip that comes up really early on telling you all about fast travel, but the main thing you should know, I believe it comes up a little bit earlier than it should do, because at some point you are able to unlock everything, but when this came up for me, I couldn't actually do much at all. But progress yourself through the main storyline and you'll be able to use it exactly as it's intended. So the first one you can use really on is this one just here. So if you have a little look on your map, basically all of the M's, if I zoom in, these are kind of train locations, meaning you can hit them up and move on to anything within this area. So say for example I wanted to go from no man's land just over here, and I wanted to make my way, say, over to here, all the way back to cluster 13, I very well could. Anything that's on the same level, you'll be able to get a train and you'll be able to make your way around. Again though, that does mean that you have to walk back and forth, so unless you're really near one of them, it can still be a bit of a pain sometimes. The other and much better way, especially when you unlock it a little bit later on, is obviously going to be the taxi. Now, I couldn't 100% remember when this was unlocked, but I know you have to do a bit of the main storyline. From what I can gather looking online, I believe you've got to go to a specific location called Trading Places after finishing Mutual Dependencies. From there you're going to speak to Knockhead, and after you've exited out, I believe the taxi function becomes available. However, I don't think it tells you that, because I never noticed anything coming up on my screen, and I probably wasn't using this anywhere near as kind of often as I should have. Now, one thing to note, it does cost 1000 credits, but if you're playing a little bit, say mid-game and such, I would be using these all of the time just to get around, because even picking up a weapon or so will recoup you that. You earn a lot of money later on, and honestly it's just so easy to use this. So on Xbox at the very least, it's left on the D-pad. When you click this, you have a locations guide, so choose your destination. Literally whatever you have unlocked, you can quite easily just go to all of it. Nice and easy, much easier than the trains or walking, and all you're going to do is click on it and bop back and forth. So if you want to look like this and have a little chill out in your kind of Uber ride that's just cost you a pretty penny, then you very well can. Definitely worth doing in my opinion, and as you can see, you can look at your character, see what he looks like, see if you like his armour, and just get to the locations that you need to get to much faster. Does cost you a bit of money, but well worth it, kind of mid-game, late game. As always guys and girls, I'm obviously heading back to a destination now. I don't even know what I picked, but for all things gaming, take care, I'll see you on the next day.